YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Herb G, back at you again with another video, and today is the last video of 2022. And I see this a lot on YouTube. There's a lot of YouTubers that do a year in review video, and so this is my first ever year in review video, since this year was the first year I started this channel. So I figured I'd do one without further ado. So in January, I actually started to get into investing. In February is when I actually started my last semester in school. But I also started to take my investments more seriously. That's when I started looking into companies that I can invest in, because if you guys don't know who Robert Kiyosaki is, he's the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? And he said that he doesn't invest in stocks, bonds, or mutual funds. And I'm like, if you don't invest in stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, first of all, how are you a multimillionaire? And so what are you investing in? And so on a podcast one time with Simon Dixon, like you guys, I already spoke about him. He said that he invests in Bitcoin, silver, and businesses. And so I'm like, businesses? You can invest in businesses. And that's when, I don't know if you guys watch Shark Tank, but on Shark Tank, there's a guy called Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful. And he has, I'm not going to say he's the co-founder. I believe he's the co-founder, or maybe he's just the spokesperson for this company. But he has a company called Start Engine. He didn't create it, because the guy who created Activision, the gaming company, I think his name is Mark something. He started Start Engine. And on Start Engine, you can invest in startups. I learned about this back in like 2019, before the pandemic, because I've always watched Shark Tank, but not really on a consistent basis. I just catch it like every once in a while. You know, like if I'm in a hotel for some reason, going out of town or whatever, I click through the TV and whatever channels they have, because I don't have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, and stuff like that. I usually use a friend's account. But when I go to a hotel, or if I go to Airbnb or somewhere where they have a TV, I always watch Shark Tank. I think it's pretty interesting to see these developers, these people, and these young entrepreneurs just pitching their businesses, because I know one day I'm gonna have to do that. And what's better way to watch somebody do that and see how it's done, and find out what these investors are really interested in, to even back a startup or to even believe in a project. And so obviously, this is great information, great training, and a great show to watch. In 2019, Kevin O'Leary, at the end of Shark Tank, at the end of Shark Tank episodes, would say, "Hey, there's a company called Start Engine," and stuff like that, and he would promote it. And so I'm like, Start Engine sounds kind of cool, but I didn't really do anything. So now fast forward to this year, and when I heard Robert Kiyosaki say that, I was like, okay, so you don't invest in the stock market. You only invest in gold, silver, Bitcoin, and businesses. And so okay, I was like, okay, I want to try that. And so that's when I looked up Start Engine. And it's kind of weird, because it's like a seed that grows no matter what. Like when you plant something in your subconscious, it never goes away, I guess. You know what I mean? It's either you're gonna act on it, or you're just gonna not act on it. But it's always gonna be there. Disclaimer: you do have to know about finance, and you do have to know about investing. So I'm not gonna sit up here and say that, oh, I just had thousands of dollars laying around to invest. But you do have to have some type of financial education. I'm not suggesting you do this. I'm just telling you my year in review and what happened with me and what I was doing at the time. So don't take this as any financial advice. Don't take this as any suggestions. I'm not telling you guys to do this stuff. I'm just telling you what I was doing during these months of the 2022 year. Okay, so I started investing in startups. All these companies are disrupting whatever market or whatever industry that they're in. Every single pitch that you watch, or every single pitch that I watch at least, they're all explaining or they're all telling us how they're disrupting the industry. So like, the weed industry or the weather industry and the environmental industry and the trees and the plants industry or agriculture industry and the technology industry, the technology sector, and all these industries. So this is like, that's more just knowledge that I took, and I was like, man, I understand now. You have to be solving a problem in order to be able to be a viable and useful company. It's just, I feel like it's very amazing to see like how something can go from nothing and you hardly even know about it to all of a sudden everybody's using it, and it's just, what I'm saying, it's just adopted around the world. And that's how I feel like Bitcoin will be, but we'll see. And then in March, I decided, you know what? I have to do this. I have to go all in. I'm going all in with Bitcoin. I've seen enough. I've heard enough. And I started my business in Bitcoin, the Bitcoin Reserve. Attended the Bitcoin conference in April, did very, very well. And here comes May. I finally graduate from college with my BFA actually in screenwriting. The Luna thing happened in May, that debacle where millions of people lost thousands of dollars investing in a coin that really wasn't worth anything. Then in June, Celsius paused all their withdrawals, transfers, and swaps. Then in July, they went into bankruptcy. The summer of 2022 started the bankruptcies. Every company was going to bankrupt. And so, like I said, Celsius went into bankruptcy in July. August, it's just more and more companies were going into bankruptcy. In September, I was more focused on my acting career started. So I started researching agents and managers, applying to companies that I saw online and everything like that. October was when things were looking a little iffy with FTX because they were trying to buy out all these companies and everything like that. And so it seemed like they were trying to be the savior of the crypto industry, but then people started looking into their backlogs and looking into their histories and claiming that they weren't even the way that they said that they were either. And so I was just like, nah, it's okay. FTX is fine. FTX has celebrities backing them. Then here comes November, and the big news hit. They have to file for Chapter 11 as well. Those 6 months right there was like the worst months for crypto in 2022. I would say May, June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, because November, FTX was done. And then at the end of November, I got both a manager and an agent. So that was pretty dope. That was really, really interesting. Or I was really, really like, wow, it happened. And I got both in 1 month. So, and then now December, we're just licking our wounds and trying to figure out a way to bounce back from these Chapter 11s and potentially even Chapter 7s. It's not looking too good for crypto right now, and I don't blame anybody who's skeptical at this point. We got bad actors, like SBF and Alex Majinsky. It's people like that makes us look bad. So, and there's nothing we could do about that. All we can do is just keep moving forward, but I can't give you financial advice. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. But turmoil And catastrophes and explosions in the crypto markets have nothing to do with Bitcoin. No one invests in anything they don't understand. If you listen to me, if you listen to any one of my videos, the point of investing in crypto is not to make money. It's to build your wealth. If you don't listen to me, or if you have your own idea of crypto and you think you know everything, and that's fine. Just don't invest more than you can lose. So at the beginning of this video, I said that some things stick with you in your subconscious. The crypto market is going to rise again. We're going to have a bull market. I'm not guaranteeing it. I don't know when, but it's just natural. It's just natural that it's going to go back up again, right? And then that's going to start another cascade of things happening. People are going to be buying it up. The price is going to go up. And you're going to be thinking, damn, should I be doing this? FOMO, fear of missing out. Should I be investing? Should I do this? Should I do that? Whether you believe in it or not, Bitcoin is the future. So why not make it your present? Why not make it a present? And what I mean by that is start now so that in the future it will be a present. But that's about it, guys. This video was longer than I thought. I guess it was a long year, so I guess it was warranted. But on the next video, on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, the next time we see each other again, it will be 2023, and definitely have a present for y'all. Definitely be looking forward to that video. So I'll see you guys in 2023, man. All right. Remember, Bitcoin is the future, man. So might as well make it a present. All right, guys. Broadcasting live for 2022. Check y'all in 2023.